Hey Tarosphere, it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures, and I am here today with an unboxing for a deck that I got. I got it actually in the mail a couple days ago, but I decided to hold off until I could unbox it now. I'm a little scattered today. Honestly, I took some cold medicine, so good times. Woohoo! Us old people know how to party. But yeah, I got an awesome divination deck. I first discovered it through Tarosphere. Yeah, the deck creator posted in the creator space, and I did go a little deck crazy this summer, so I had to wait a little bit before I could be like, all right, let me get this. But I'm super glad I was able to get in on the first edition, and let me tell you why, because it is such a beautiful deck. Each of the first edition decks comes beautifully presented, and they get their own like special made pouch thing, and it's like really cute. I'll show you when I open mine. I'm kind of excited to see which one I get. But anyway, first things first, really teeny tiny. I did order a second copy of the Usi Pagan Otherworlds Tarot, and I finally got the book this time. So now I'll be able to have a complete set of the moon cards. But if you like Pagan Otherworlds and you've been thinking, like you've been holding off, you should know that they don't have too many of the first edition decks left, and the Luna cards aren't going to be like the holographic material anymore. So if you are looking to do Pagan Otherworlds, it's probably it would probably behoove you to order that soon, because they said they're running out of first edition copies, and they are doing some gilded ones with 24 karat gold, like some gold edged ones. So if you are fancy and you can afford that, by all means. But anyway, on to the main event. I'm here today to unpackage the All That Is Divination deck. It's a quirky little deck from what I can tell. I'm actually going to be really interested to see how it reads. But I started to, I just tore, and it came in like the UPS box, and I just tore into the packaging. And then I pulled it out, and I saw like this cute little, and I was like, oh no, this is special. I should unbox this live. I'm trying not to show my address, but yeah, I think that should be fine. I did get a little custom drawing on my invoice, so that's always awesome. Those little touches really do go very far. And then there's like a little pencil doodad, so like he did a pencil under drawing first. So that's really awesome. Okay, so on to the main event. This is the All That Is Divination deck. I want to say it is 40 cards. Yes, it's a 40 card deck, and it's based on the minor arcana of tarot, so that'll be interesting to read about as we get into it. So it'll be cool to see those, see what parallels come about because of those. But anyway, let me just pull up chat there. By the way, I might do some readings tonight. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the live chat. Let's see, so got a little bit of tape on the back. I've already started it. And we're going to, oh, it's torn, you guys. Okay. So I will definitely be saving this paper because it's got the awesome little hand-painted floral on the front. It's really cute and adorable. So we will, I might cut it down to size for collecting purposes, but the packaging is absolutely beautiful. And then this is the bag it came in. It's got a cute little wax seal and some artisanal paper on there, and it's like an Aztec Navajo type fabric. It's very springy and summery. It's really, really cute, and that is a rose on the wax seal. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I won't be breaking the seal. I'm going to try and get this thing out of the package without messing it up. Hi, Mystical Cottage and Tarot. This is the All That Is Divination deck. I put a link to it in the thingy below. And it's actually on the, it's on Tarosphere in the creator space. all that is. Tvich, I think is the name. TV each is the username for the artist, but it's a great little deck. It's awesome. Well, it seems so far it's presented well anyway. I guess we'll see how awesome it is once I open it up. But I'm gonna slide this up and off like this, so that way I don't ruin the little seal. So that'll be a trick getting it back in its little bag. So it came with its own custom little bag, and that's awesome. So we know that it does fit in the bag. That I think this is huge, you guys, to make sure that your deck actually fits in the bag that it comes in. And hi Grun, how are you? So we'll see, like it's not, yeah, this is gonna fit in here just fine once it's unwrapped. I have a problem with one of my decks, the bag it came in. Like when the deck was shrink wrapped, it totally fit in, but now that the deck isn't shrink wrapped, it doesn't fit in there. No, I didn't see the deck that Avalon is showing right now. I didn't even know Avalon was live right now. What deck is she, what deck is she showing? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so you get a little white book. So in each, it's got little keywords for each of the cards. So it looks like what happened here is he did minor arcana, but with no why is this not focusing? Oh, come on, camera, don't be. My camera's being a weirdo. It's not focusing. Is it better? No. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, my camera's not going to focus apparently, you guys. So that's good time. Oh, there we go. All right. So it looks like what he did is he took all the suits and he omitted the court cards, which good because I hate those. And oh, thank you, Grun. But anyway, yeah, let me what do we know what deck she's showing? Because I might want to watch that later. But anyway, yeah, so this is the All That Is Divination deck. We're gonna take the plastic off. But yeah, it's definitely like I think it's basically minor arcana with no what is it? No court cards, which is fine with me. Yeah, it's 1 through 10 for each of the suits. And the suits, we've got leaves for intellect and ego. We've got stars for passion and spirit. And then cups for emotion and feeling. And stones for senses and perspective. So clearly cups is cups. It looks like leaves is swords. Into the stars would be wand, and the stones would be pentacles. So it seems like it's going to be a really easy deck to eventually interpret. It's just a matter of memorizing like what's what in here. But yeah, I'm looking at it now. I don't know that I would necessarily say that all of these line up with meaning, but anyway, all right, so let's start. So this is, it's an ace through 10 deck. So this would be the leaves, which I wonder what language this is in. So Lear is leaves, and then Briu is stars, Quip for cups, and Plun for plum. I wonder if it's Italian or French, or maybe, I don't know, but anyway, all right. I digress. So this would be 1 of leaves for inspiration. The 2 is for debate. The 3 is for expansion. 4 is for rest. 5 is for resolve. 6 is for freedom. You know what? I actually really like this one for freedom. It's a blown dandelion. Like the seeds are free to go and do, like they're no longer attached. you know, they can go and do their own thing and grow their own flowers. So I really do enjoy this one for number 6 for freedom. Sorry, my thing is being weird. All right. 7 is secrecy. That is a wax seal. I really enjoy that one. 7 is blockage. So yeah, it's kind of like a bunch of bamboo stalks. You got to get through them. You can't really see. I don't know if you've ever tried to walk through tightly grown bamboo, but it is a pain in the ass. 9, you have strength, which is because this would be, since this would be the swords, 9 of swords, typically you have like nightmare stuff. So yeah, this does deviate from regular tarot meanings. So this one would be strength, and it is a vine growing out of cobblestones, which is, it's a good representation. And 10 is finality. So that looks to be like little dead rosy thingies. Hi, Wayward Son, how are you? Sunny, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in like the side of forever. Okay, so this is an adult one. Just before I go ahead and show everyone this one, so you know, hide your virginal eyes. We're moving on to stars, which would be passion and spirit. So this one is allure, very Georgia O'Keeffe here with that. 2 is support for a tree. 3 would be options. So different keys to open different doors. That's a good one. This is actually a very well thought out deck. I am very pleasantly surprised. 4 is commitment. 2 like intermingled. Are those, I think they're supposed to be snakes, but it's also a bracelet, so which is a symbol of marriage in some traditions. So that is very neat. And then we've got 5 is expression, which is a butterfly. And honestly, I love this one for expression. Normally butterfly would be transformation, but if you're thinking about expression, like it's everybody, like, you know, like I'm going to express myself and get a butterfly tattoo right on the small of my back. Like, so this would speak to me as far as expression. This is a little more like rebellion and expression, but like soft rebellion. Like, I don't know. I kind of like it for that. And then we've got respect, which are a lion and another lion having a drink at the watering hole. You know, like the law of the watering hole. You respect each other. Nobody fights while you're getting water. It's like timeout. And then we've got aggression, which are 2 wolves fighting. Communication. And this is an odd one for communication. I don't know that I would have picked a little voodoo doll for communication. I suppose it's a way of communicating to the universe your intents for somebody, but it's kind of a weird, this is like an aggressive and negative form of communication to me. Although I know you can use voodoo dolls as totems for like good stuff as well, but this guy is like full of pins. Maybe it's communicate before it gets to this point kind of a thing. Then we've got sacrifice, which is a bird that's cut and feeding other birds. And we've got rebirth, which is a cicada. I love this one. We get the 7-year cicadas here. Wayward was in New Jersey. Wayward was in New Jersey. How was that? I had a lot of people in the shop from New Jersey today. How did you enjoy the East Coast, my friend? Was it good to you? Let me know. If not, I'll break some kneecaps for you. All right, so now we're moving on to the cups. All right, so for 1, we have honesty, which is a swan looking at its own reflection. I suppose that's being honest with yourself. You know, like if you're going to be honest, start with yourself and then go from there. And then the waves, like the honesty kind of ripples outwards. Like if you start being honest with yourself, you're going to be honest in the rest of your life as well. Then we have attraction, which would be it's a magnetic field. I really enjoy this one for attraction. 3 is celebration. It's a fountain, which is interesting. So this is very So far, maybe the honesty, not so much, but attraction and celebration are very cuppies. Like the 2 of Cups would be attraction, like the 2 figures being in love. And then 3 is celebration. So usually you see the 3 ladies with their cups, like having clinkies. So that is very, very minor arcana-ish. And then 4, we have stubbornness. What is this? Some sort of a bull, being bullheaded. All right, so for stubbornness. 5, we have release. I don't know that I would say the 5 of Cups. I don't know that that would be release. That to me is a little more of a mourning, but that's a fly breaking out of a spider web. Very interesting for that. 6 is nurture, which is a little cardinal. Oh, I love cardinals so much. I love cardinals. And then we have choices. I feel like we visited that one earlier. Options. So we had options earlier, which was the key, the three of stars, and now we have choices, which is the 7 of Cups. So that is interesting. I wonder what that would be. Like, how would that show up differently in a reading? I mean, maybe options are things that you're presented like you have a little less control over, whereas in choices are a little more like, I don't know. I'd have to think about that one for a minute. Then we have pilgrimage for the 8 of Cups, or yeah. So this suit is definitely more reflective of tarot. And then we've got the 9 is perception. And then we've got 10 is fruition. So I guess that's very reflective of the suit of Cups. I mean, there's a couple that deviate a little bit, but not too much. Oh, and how beautiful is the back of this card, or the backs of these cards, you guys? Like, this is absolutely gorgeous. All right, and then we've got the last suit is stones. So we've got direction, balance. I like this one for balance. I actually see everyone's, hi Deshan, how are you? Hi Ella. Every once in a while I manage to catch like dudes on the beach building these, because for whatever reason, balancing stone towers on the beach is something that you do. So everyone's like, it's usually, if I'm lucky, there's one guy that can get them like way up there, like human height. But I see these a lot on the beach. So this is a good one. Apparently, like each stone has its like center of balance, and you stack them in such a way that like it's kind of rad actually. So then we got balance. We've got 3 is focus. So I guess like there is like that focal point, but where this is so busy, it's almost like hard to focus on the focal point, and it's hard to pick where the focal point is. So I like this one for focus. Then we've got greed, and I love this one for greed. I hate the squirrels this year. The squirrels, I have like a mini orchard in my front yard. I've got 1, 2, 3 apple trees and 3 peach trees. I got no fruit this year. The squirrels always steal my shit. So I love this one for greed, those greedy little fucks. I hate them so much. Like, I'm not gonna do anything to them, but I am just gonna hate them from afar and like maybe shake my fist and narrow my eyes and go all Gran Torino on them, like, get off my lawn. It was a good movie, by the way. Okay, so this one is imbalance. I don't know why this one would be like, this is an interesting image for imbalance. I feel like this is one that I would have to, I feel like this is, yeah, there is a look, it's a happy squirrel card. Yeah, I'd have to think about this one. The squirrels don't take my tomatoes. The squirrels take bites out of my tomatoes and then decide they don't like them and then run away. So that's awesome. Okay, this one is trust. Then we've got ascension, which is, you know, a series of towers. So there's ascending each level in order to get to the next level. I like this. I like how this one works for ascension. This one actually reminds me, if anybody here is an anime fan, this reminds me of Berserk and Griffith and how he's got to, like, you know, he wants to reach that castle in the clouds and sacrifices so much to do it, and he like he steps over a lot of bodies to get there. So this is a very interesting card for me. All right, so we've got this one is stability. Mountain goat climbing up a mountain. Can't do it if you're not stable. I like it. And they do take a lot of risks. And it works nicely after ascension. And then we've got abundance. So this is, you know, it's a hand with a diamond in it. I could see how that would be abundant. And then last but not least, we have fulfillment. This card is weird to me. Yeah, so this card is like super weird to me. I don't know. I don't like it. It kind of creeps me out a little bit. I could see where it's like all the tiny little pieces coming together to create like a person and make them feel whole and all that good stuff. Like I get kind of where this imagery is going, but it weirds me out. All right. But anyway, that is the deck. And the cardstock is fantastic. It almost feels like a linen cardstock. It might be a linen. I can see like it looks a little bit woven-y and textured. And like it's bendy, easy to shuffle, which is really important. You know, it's got some borders. You could trim it if you wanted, but I wouldn't because it's like the artwork is so nice on there. Like I wouldn't trim it. It kind of works. It like fades in and out. But yeah, the mosaic head is creepy. I agree with you, Ella. But Grun, that's a really good one. Break down your walls before fulfillment. You know, you got to take some of those bricks down before you can let other things in. All right, so let's go. Let's take this baby for a test drive. Does anybody have any questions for this deck? So it's shuffling really well, and it's regular card size. It's low Scarabeo or like Llewellyn size. Like fits very nicely in the hand. Easily shuffled. You could do hand over hand. You could go the long way if your hands are exceptionally tiny. Like if you have baby hands. Probably not a deck for babies with that allure card, that schmancy allure card. But yeah, it shuffles is actually a pretty decent production value on this deck. The colors are nice and bright. They don't feel watered out, or watered down or washed out. Yes, there's a really tiny little white book. So when you, all right, so Ella, there is a little white book. It's like really tiny, and it's just a keyword for each one. Apparently, the framework for this deck is the minor arcana suits minus the court cards. So it's 1 through 10 for 4 suits. And I can see where it kind of mirrors tarot a little bit in some places. Other places it does deviate pretty, like it takes a left turn. But you could easily, like it's a tiny little reference. You can easily pull the meaning out of most of these images. And I think what I'm going to wind up doing, I'll get some sort of like non-messy tape and I'll just do like little keywords. I'll just write the keyword on the bottom. But it's a cute little deck. I would highly recommend it, actually. I'm surprised. I hope he's made more sales. Does not seem like there is a seasonality to the suits. The artwork is, I don't think it lends itself really to being seasonal. Not that I noticed. I would have to, sometimes it takes me a little while to pick up on seasonality though, but I didn't notice a seasonality. And it doesn't mark anything in here about seasonality. It does, however, have the I don't know if you can see, it's got the element correlations, but again, I didn't see a seasonality, but I suppose if you know from regular tarot, like you can totally just go from there. All right, so I'm gonna do, since doesn't look like anybody has any questions, I'm just gonna do a general energy reading for us out of this. I'm gonna do 3-card reading. So where it is 40 cards, I don't recommend going crazy with your readings as far as like pulling 1,000 cards. Oh, I don't know if there's a good timeline deck out there right now. The person who did Amethyst, or the artist who did Amethyst Oracle and Idiosyncra deck had a timing had a timing deck, and I mean, honestly, I would just make one. You can easily make one if it's just for timing, or you can do like a little rune bag, like little tokens and like write like soon, now, later, already happened, like that kind of stuff on like little wooden like Scrabble tiles and like go from there. All right, so we're doing a general energy reading. I want that one, I want that one, and I want that one. You know what, maybe I will do that because I don't have a good timing deck either. You know what deck has really good seasonality in their suits, and it's really like, it's too bad that the suits aren't compounded on, is the Dog Tarot. All right, let's see. So we got, ooh, okay, so we've got support, stability, and communication. So we've got support, stability, and communication. Where would we go with this? Support, stability, and communication. I mean, there's definitely a difference between support and stability. Like, you can have support and have that support not be all that stable. Like, the support could be occasional. But I think, I don't know, that I'm gonna apply this, like, I'm kind of getting like a, if we want to support, I don't know, like a kind of like, if you want to be stable and like be supportive of other people, you need to communicate better. I'm gonna kind of, it's kind of what I'm getting from it. It's not necessarily like a, you need support. Add a fourth card. You want a fourth card? All right, we'll do a fourth one. Grin wants a fourth. We'll do that one. Oh, we got the lady card. We got the allure card. So this is the Georgia O'Keeffe card. I'm going to call it, it's been officially dubbed the Georgia O'Keeffe card. So we got allure. So we've got support, stability, and communication. But I don't take this as a positive communicating card. This is a negative communication card to me, because it's like, you let the communication, like stuff you should be communicating, get all pent up, and then you're stabbing a voodoo doll instead of like just talking to whoever you needed to talk to. So I would say, like, if you want the stability and support of a emotionally successful and physically successful relationship, maybe you should actually be communicating with your partner the things that you want, as opposed to like letting it get built up and like, I hate to say it, but your partner's not a fucking mind reader, which is a really funny thing coming from somebody who reads tarot. Like, you know, maybe it's time, if you want to lay down the tracks for solid ground and you want to be supportive and you want that person to support you and you want to like take your relationship or whatever to the next level, whether or not this is a romantic or a platonic or interpersonal, like familial relationship, like it's time to start communicating better. Also, stop chasing tail. like that is, I think that this is I don't know where this card comes in, Grun, but you pulled it. This is the card you wanted. This card means something to you. This is the allure card. I think it's supposed to be a flame, honestly. I don't think it's supposed to be. I need to get my head out of the gutter. I think this is supposed to be a flame. It could be the other thing, but it's, you know, like a moth to a flame kind of a thing. So maybe yeah, don't buy that. Oh my God, Wayward just said don't buy the whole pig if all you want is a little sausage. That's horrible. That's horrible. Yes, a flaming crotch. So apparently they need some monostat. And oh my God, I can't believe you guys let me take my chat into the gutter tonight. You're horrible, horrible people, all of you. Which means I think you're amazing, really. So yeah, I would say, you know, like, be careful about, like, if you're following behavior patterns that always tend to like get you burned, maybe it's time to change it up and like stop with, like, time to actually communicate. And then if the support and the stability is what you're after, it's time to start actually communicating better. But anyway, All right, so that is the general energy reading with this deck. I love the way this deck reads. So I don't know if you're all familiar with my history with decks, but my favorite kind of oracle decks have like one or two keywords per card with good artwork, and then lets the reader take it from there. So like, and it's like clear, simple artwork too. It's not like I love Colette Baron Reid, like the person that does her decks. The artwork is fantastic, but there's so much going on in those cards, and then she writes like 48,000 pages about each card, and I hate it. But anyway, so this is the All That Is Divination deck. I put the link in the description box below. Definitely consider this deck. Like I can see myself using this deck basically every day, and especially get in on first edition with like the really cute little tote and the wax seal. Like, how can you not love that? The artist put a lot of thought into this. It's a really nice presentation, and I cannot wait to see what they have coming out next. All right, I've got to go appease that bird. I will see you guys later. Sunny, one, we need to be Facebook friends, and two, I need to talk to you about that thing that you left a comment about earlier. So we'll figure that one out. So anyway, I will try and message you. I'll try. Like I don't know where you are on Facebook, but I'll send you a private message through YouTube somehow. We'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, I know the bag is so cute, and they changed the bags. So Ella says she loves personal touches, and the bag is really cute. And all the bags are different. So all the bags, like you don't know what bag you're gonna get, which is kind of a fun surprise. I didn't even know I was getting a bag. I just kind of ordered the deck because I was like, oh, this person supports my forum, I should totally support them, and the deck looks cute, so I ordered it. And then I was like, I got it and the paper, and I was gonna just tear into it, and I saw that, and I was just like, no, I should wait. And then I read about it, and then you get a cute little bag. But anyway, all right, guys, have a wonderful evening. I'm gonna run and make dinner. Miss you all, and I'll try and do a live chat hopefully this weekend. And the next time I see you, I'm gonna have purple hair again. So that's a good time. All right, bye guys.